Before I begin tonight's review, I just want to say it's been a while since I've done a video game review. My last one was around this time last year. Looking back, holy crap, it sucked. Today, my skills as a YouTuber and as a gamer myself have changed. I am going to review one of my top 5 PS2 games of all time. What is it, Dylan? It involves the longest running animated TV show of all time. Come on, I want to know. Today we are taking a look at Simpsons Road Rage. Way to kill the hype. Simpsons Road Rage was released in late 2001 for the PlayStation 2, original Xbox, and the Nintendo GameCube throughout fall of 2001. This game holds as a diehard Simpsons fan myself, this game holds a special place in my heart as one of my favorite games of all time, next to about 6 NASCAR games and about 2 Crash Bandicoot games. 2 years later, this game was ported to the Game Boy. Alrighty then. The console versions were developed by Radical Entertainment. Yes, it's the same Radical Entertainment that made Crash Tag Team Racing, and this game's, I guess you could call it a sequel, Simpsons Hit and Run. And published by EA and Fox Interactive. The Game Boy version was developed by Altron and published by THQ. Oh my god, who is Altron? So the story is that the town of Springfield is pissed at Mr. Burns for being a greedy scumbag, like most millionaires, for buying all transit systems in Springfield and created radioactive buses that threaten public health. Because of this, Springfield citizens must use their cars as a means of safer public transport, throwing all concept of hazmat suits out the window. Because logic. They also must earn money in an attempt to pay back Burns to get rid of the buses. As you're going to see in this next part here, you're going to notice something very similar about the gameplay. What you'll notice here is this gameplay is very similar to Crazy Taxi. You drive around 6 locations in Springfield that you see on the show and pick up various Simpsons characters like Krusty or Milhouse or Professor Frank. Some of the characters are actually playable, or even characters like Ralph Wiggum. By the way, did I mention Ralph Wiggum is the funniest character on this show ever and funniest character ever invented in the history of cartooning? Oh god. You have to drop characters off at certain locations on the map while avoiding certain obstacles, such as cars that have really crappy hit detection. Oh god. Radioactive buses, and even Mr. Burns himself. This was a cool idea, in my opinion. Avoiding the person that wants being on the same field that the antagonist is was all while you're trying to do your job was awesome. And I mean awesome. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. If you drop characters off, you usually get either a fast rating a slow rating, average rating, or a slow rating. And this would probably be a good time to discuss the controls. These controls are terrible. Remember, Mr. Burns is trying to be the one trying to keep the buses in function. When you pick this game up with a friend, or in this case, you're a 9-year-old kid that you're babysitting, this game is fun and opens up, man, tenfold. No, not even tenfold. Opens this game up 100-fold. Oh god. Shit. Going back to the Mr. Burns thing, you can hear lines such as in the last clip, "You never see the last of me." This would probably be a good time to discuss the controls. Oh god. Driving these cars, these god-awful controlling cars, makes you feel like you're on Eldora Speedway, driving around on 2 wheels in a car designed to be in the movie Fast and Furious. What you find is it's very easy to swerve left and right and into stuff, making it a lot harder to drop characters from destination to destination. As we okay, this might okay, this is clutch. This makes driving certain destinations while in the clutch, desperate for extra time, painful and unfreaking. It makes challenges like that almost impossible to do. Yoink. I had to do that. I had to do that. Whoa, God. It's also very easy to get stuck on top of certain objects such as rocks or hills or hillsides or buildings. This makes for several situations like what you just witnessed almost too common and impossible to get out of and rebound from. There's been several destinations where I've dropped a character off, turned around, 3 seconds later I either hit something and lagged very slowly, or B, the game is over. Get back to you. Spooky Mark. It's also really easy to crash into rocks. So in other words, the controls are terrible. They are just bad. It's very easy to swerve left and right every 5 feet. Look. What I just saw may be probably sounding like a nitpick, if you will. But when you're trying to get tons of money and to unlock characters, this can suck. Probably now would be a good time to discuss the graphics. They're okay. The characters look like they're made from PVC mold, but however, the environments are beautiful and recreate the show's environments down to the smallest detail. From the signs of the golf course in downtown Springfield to the chalkboard writing at Evergreen Terrace, every environment is made down to the smallest detail. Overall, the graphics aren't bad, but needed a lot of work. Look at other games from the time period of 2000 to 2002. SpongeBob Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, released in 2002, had better graphics. Wrath the Cortex, released for the Xbox, had better graphics. NASCAR Thunder 2002 had better graphics. Even Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Yes, Enter the Dragonfly his better graphics. Graphics don't make the game. The sound and the gameplay do. Let's talk about sound. The sound is okay. It doesn't make you want to drool over it. Insert Homer drooling. But it doesn't make you want to rip your ears off and throw them out the window. In a word, the music is passable, but is trumped by Simpsons Hit and Run. More on that later. I can only remember maybe 2 themes. That's it. I actually found myself turning the music sound all the way down at times when I played this game and putting on rap instead. However, the actors from the show are in this game, giving this game a major authenticity boost. You got Homer quoting his classic "doubt" lines or "woohoo!" And you got Barney acting like a drunk, Lisa being the total earth nut, Bart being the little devil he is. It feels like you're in The Simpsons. They also say some really funny one-liners. Certain times, I actually found myself on the ground laughing and peeing myself because the lines were so funny. Now, here's my final verdict. Overall, I personally think this game is okay. Granted, the controls suck, and is meh, personally. This is a turnaround from the god-awful Simpsons wrestling. Granted, the controls suck, and you can get screwed because of some stupid crap. The game redeems itself because of how fun it can be in multiplayer, and the real actors coming straight from the show voicing the characters in the game. Simpsons Road Rage is a good start for what would come 2 years later in 2003. More on that later. Simpsons Road Rage console versions get a 6.5 out of 10. The less I could say from the Game Boy version, the better. That version gets a 2.5 out of 10. Do I really need to say anything about that game? Now, I don't have the Game Boy copy anymore because we sold it, thank God. But let me just say this. Imagine if control sensitivity from Wrath of Cortex was converted to the Game Boy. Remove the funny one-liners, make everything a small, colorful desert like you're on acid or watching psychedelic hippie stuff, and coupled with the fact of unnecessary difficulty spikes, this game is basically a dumbed-down version of the awesome console ports. Let me just say, Simpsons Road Rage Game Boy did not deserve to be ported to the Game Boy in 2003. This could have been really pointless, but the Simpsons fan base wanted a Game Boy game, so here you go. Simpsons Road Rage should have stayed to the console versions. Like its twin brother, Simpsons Hit and Run. We'll review that another time. So, before I sign off tonight, like this video if you enjoyed. Comment and subscribe to this video. Share this video across any social network platform possible. Why not throw some comments on there? Subscribe. It only takes half a second of your time. And have a good night. That's all I can say.